Details just into the newsroom on an officer-involved shooting. Sources tell WITN that law enforcement agencies are responding to an officer-involved shooting at the intersection of Highway 33 and Carroll Road west of Chocowinity. Crime scene tape is around Faith Assembly Church, and Highway 33 adjacent to the church is closed to all traffic. District Attorney Tom Anglem says the SBI is investigating the shooting and that the law enforcement officer involved is on administrative leave. There's no word yet on the condition of the person shot nor what led up to the shooting. We will continue to provide details as they become available.
All right, peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. And there you see the details of yet another officer-involved shooting that happened here in North Carolina. Now, this shooting happened today, January the 9th. That article came in, was published at about 4:22 p.m. Someone just gave me a call discussing another officer-involved shooting that happened a couple of years ago. And he was like, yeah, man, there was another shooting today. So I looked up the information, and sure enough, yet another involved officer shooting. You heard the report. There is not a lot of information that has been disseminated due to, I guess, the recent nature of the shooting. But you heard the lady say the words that are most common in these situations. The officer involved has been placed on administrative leave. Now, of course, they left out the fact that it's probably going to be paid administrative leave. But as you see from the article, the incident happened in the vicinity of a church. And this church is located on Highway 33. And it happened at the intersection of Highway 33 and Carroll Road, west of Chocowinity, North Carolina. I think that is close to the coast, don't quote me. But they said that the crime scene tape was around Faith Assembly Church and Highway 33. Adjacent to the church was closed to all traffic. So they had crime scene tape in two different locations, as you saw during the clip. And of course, it says the new district attorney, Tom Anglem, says the SBI is investigating the shooting, and no word yet on the condition of the person shot nor what led up to the shooting. Now, we can only speculate at this point, but because this narrative has become so common, we probably know that, they were called to the scene. A person was probably uncooperative. The person may or may not have a weapon, and, the officer, felt the need to fire his weapon. Like, we don't know. They haven't given, even the name of the person, the name of the officer, or anything of that nature. But it seems like to me that the purge has begun. A lot of people felt that when President Trump got into office, that there was going to be much more of these things. Yet we are seeing these things occur even before he is elected. And so while I'm sort of coming to agree with many people's sentiments that, it is because of Trump and, the people who follow him that these incidents are on the rise. But also we have to keep in mind that they could be just using him as a scapegoat to want to do things that they have been wanting to do all the while. Now, once again, I always say these things have been happening way before Trump was even a political candidate, before he was a political figure. While he was doing, the art of the deal, or, whatever talk show and reality show he was on. These things were happening, and they were happening more than we know. A lot of these incidents are not reported upon. If it was not for this show, probably you would have no knowledge of it. Now, and I'm in North Carolina where it happened. And if it wasn't for the young brother who stays close to that area informing me of it, then I wouldn't know anything about it as well. So I can imagine for those of you who are watching from, Texas, LA, Vegas, Arizona, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, New York, Maryland, you guys have less of a chance to hear about these things than most. Now, and this goes for the shootings that happen in all of those areas. It's very rare that these incidents are beginning to get national coverage as they once did. And, we have to ask ourselves why. These things are becoming more commonplace, and people say that President Trump is going to give the police qualified immunity. As it looks like from the years past, they already have qualified immunity. And what does qualified immunity actually mean? Qualified immunity is a legal doctrine that protects government officials from civil liability when performing their jobs. Did y'all get that? It says it is a legal doctrine that protects government officials from civil liability when performing their jobs. It doesn't say criminal liability. Keep that in mind. It says nothing about criminal liability. So what we've seen in the past is the officers never get charged with criminal acts. They only get charged with, wrongful death suits, in which families like Breonna Taylor, who got 12 million, and the families of the other people who are unalived by the police, they get civil lawsuits. So this qualified immunity does nothing to prevent them from being criminally charged. The laws of the state and the DAs and the police investigating and the SBI and the FBI, those are the ones who don't allow them to be prosecuted criminally. What this law is going to do, the qualified immunity, is prevent the police stations and the police officers from being sued civilly. And so I hope that clarified this fear that just because Trump's going to give them qualified immunity, they're going to have this open renegade outlaw mentality to continue to unalive people. No, they got that anyway. They already have it. So the qualified immunity is protecting them against civil liability. People say that, this is only going to get worse. It's already been worse. There we see, people getting unalived in jails, people getting unalived in prisons, all under the care of law enforcement officers. But hopefully this individual who was involved in this incident will survive. Prayerfully, if it was unjustified, hopefully the officer will be charged. But the qualified immunity thing only deals with civil liability, not criminal. So it's going to have no effect on what we've already seen about officers getting off. They've been getting off. They've been walking around, going home, eating fried chicken, eating, whatever they eat after, they get that paid administrative leave and begin to collect undue payments, undue salaries at the taxpayer's expense for unaliving or shooting of another taxpayer. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. 919-587-7782. Peace and blessings, prayers, and heartfelt thoughts go out to the family of the person who was on the receiving end of this officer-involved shooting. Peace and blessings.
From local stories to Wayne County news, get ready to dive into everything happening in North Carolina with Taylor House Publishing. Got a story to share? Shoot us an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. If you're looking to publish your book or need some top-notch mentorship, we've got your back. Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House bring the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you in your feet.
Taylor House, we got the scoop.
Taylor House Publishing.